Hello everyone, Mega Man NG here, and I came back from the Nintendo Switch event. The preview event, I mean. Truthfully, I came back around 1:30, 2 o'clock, but I was like so freaking tired and I needed to get some much needed sleep, which I did. And now that I have a clear head and enough sleep, I figure why not provide my thoughts on the preview event itself. Now to be fair, it was freezing as all heck. I took the train to get to 34th Street, waited in line until I showed them that I was a brand ambassador and I was able to make it to the front of the line. I wasn't the only brand ambassador there. There were many others and it was just so glorious. It was really glorious because once we were inside, everything was much warmer, much nicer, and the event kicked all sorts of butt. I really do mean it because the Nintendo Switch was on display and people were able to try it out. And believe me, when I first tried out the Switch, like the controller, it felt familiar, but felt kind of weird. Especially since I played it in like more than 3 different ways. One way, for example, was the traditional way with the Joy-Con grip, with the 2 Joy-Con controllers. Like how do I put this? What was the right appropriate word for it? Like traditional mode for it. It was good. It was pretty straightforward. It was pretty alright. Then I tried with handheld mode, which like you take the 2 Joy-Cons, put it on the TV screen thing, lift up, and you can play the Switch from there. That was pretty awesome. I love that. You could play it on the go. It was pretty good. And you're seeing some screenshots of what the Switch looks like and the controllers, because I did take pictures of the various different control schemes there are. It was nuts. And I played all the different games that were there. And I mean it. Like, there were like a lot of games on preview for the event. So many that it drove me nuts. But unfortunately, due to my iPhone's file size, I couldn't get enough footage. All I took was pictures. But I am going to be providing my thoughts on each of the games that I played. Starting with Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers. And starting with that, it was the first game I played in the event. And Ultra Street Fighter 2 plays just like regular Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. But, how do I say this? It felt kind of strange. It felt straightforward because there's like 2 different versions. Like, you have the HD remix version, which I can tell the sprites were not, they're like very dated, not well. And there's the traditional classic ones. And I spent a lot more time on the HD remix ones, and I got to try out Evil Ryu and Violent Ken. They're okay, but I feel that since they're now introduced in this game, they're probably quite limited in my opinion. But all the other characters were just as good. They really are, and surprising that we're getting that for the Switch instead of Ultra Street Fighter 4, which is saying something. Next was, I believe, Super Bomberman R, and I'm surprised Konami's actually making a Bomberman game for the Switch. You know the deal, right? F Konami and all that. But Super Bomberman R is actually pretty good. I liked it. I liked there was like a single player mode where you and a friend can team up to like complete objectives, and the multiplayer mode where up to 4 players can duke it out, bomb each other, etc. It was good. I liked it. Then when I went to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, oh my god, for 20 freaking minutes, it was just amazing seeing it. Yeah, if you're playing this on with the TV on, it's 1080p and beautiful 60 frames per second. I got to hear it. I played the first 20 minutes of it, and my god, it is just too much. It is incredible, but when I actually saw the Calamity Ganon coming out and assuming like some kind of dark mist, oh my god, if this is what we have to deal with in the Zelda game, the new Zelda game, I'm going to be mind blown. I am really, really shocked. But Breath of the Wild is completely different from any other Zelda game. You don't start off with a sword. Oh no. You have to actually find weapons and use them to defeat enemies. I think that's it. It's an open world game, but it's done so well. I only play like 20 minutes in it because I didn't get far. But for what it's worth, it is just truly amazing. It is amazing. It is awesome. It's incredible. And I so look forward to getting this game when it comes out on March 3rd. That is a fact. Now, next up was Has-Been Heroes. To let you guys know, all the different games that I played, they're in no specific order because I had so much fun and was just good. Has-Been Heroes is an interesting game where basically you play 3 characters and enemies come in and you use said characters to beat down the enemies. You also have 2 mages who can do magic spells. It's a pretty interesting game with an interesting concept. I like it. I really do like it, and I got really addicted to it because I just went through the battle and I actually went through it successfully. I had to play smart. You had to play smart if you want to win, and it pays off considerably. I enjoyed it. I was able to beat the challenge and got myself a nice little reward, like a little badge of the rogue, and it was good. It really was. Then came Disgaea 5, and I know that Disgaea 5 has been ported, but this is a Switch version, and for what it's worth, I liked it. Makes me wish I had actually gotten Disgaea 5 for the PlayStation 4. That would have been fun to LP, but whatever. Now up is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I actually played it twice. First, showed off the new battle mode, which is basically like similar to the old school Super Mario Kart. And it should have been there in the Mario Kart 8 to begin with, but since we're getting a port of this on the Switch, who am I to complain? We're actually getting new characters like the Squidling girl, like the Ink girl and the Ink boy. It's pretty nice. They got new vehicles, new weapons. All the DLC from the game is in there. Good. I'm enjoying that. And I know I'm going to be enjoying it when it comes out in April. It felt like a lot to get used to, especially since I'm playing it on the Switch. Like, I played it like with the handheld mode and the traditional mode. It felt familiar, but once you get used to it, you'll do fine. You'll do a lot fine, believe me. Then Sonic Mania. I played Sonic Mania's both zones, Green Hill and Studiopolis. Green Hill felt familiar, but that got thrown out the window when you reached the other side. And it expanded on what it was in Sonic 1 and made it better. What was surprising, though, as I was playing it on one Joy-Con, it was tough to get used to playing it on a small controller. But honestly, who cares? I'm happy Sonic Mania is getting a Switch port, and for the Switch port, it's pretty awesome. I really do mean it. I enjoyed Studiopolis a lot. And some guy was actually recording the footage for Studiopolis, and it was great. It was really awesome. But it was a completely different zone. I didn't think that Sega would actually do this so well. I'm sorry. I'm just flabbergasted and nervous because this is just really amazing. It really is awesome, and I can't say it enough. Had my iPhone had better memory, I would be recording gameplay footage of it for you guys, but unfortunately I can't because, well, that's my iPhone for you. It doesn't do much. It can't even help me in the slightest. But Sonic Mania is a very good game. I'm really looking forward to the Switch port when it comes out. I really am big time. And when it does, I'm going to play it to the fullest. You guys know me. I'll be playing through that game like it's nothing. Next comes ARMS. And ARMS is a pretty unique game. You basically use two Joy-Cons and have them shaped like their fists. And it's a pretty interesting game. It's like Telero Boxer for the Virtual Boy, except you're seeing it on their perspective and you have to flick left and right to punch, block, jump, dash, etc. Takes a while to get used to. It's pretty different. And I will admit, for the Joy-Con functionality for the game, it's pretty awesome. It really is. I loved it. Then came Splatoon 2. Before anybody asks, I've never played a Splatoon game. I never played the original, and I know for a fact that when the sequel comes out, I'm going to be spending a lot of time on that. And Splatoon 2 is just like it was in the original Splatoon. You basically fire ink to spread paint all over. You can use said paint to splat players, etc. It's pretty fun, and I got to try out the new weapons for it. It's dual pistols. What really interests me a lot is the fact that you need to use the Joy-Con combined with the TV screen in the handheld mode. You have to actually use it to aim the motion controls. Unlike Star Fox Zero, this one actually gives an incentive. Though I wonder if you could have it be traditional controls. If they have that, then I would really love that game a lot. I really would. But overall, Splatoon 2 was pretty fun. I actually won the Splat battle that I was in with 7 other players. It was pretty awesome. Then came Fast RMX. I've never played the first one, but this one, hoo-wee, it's F-Zero on steroids, and I love it. I like the gimmick for Fast RMX, is that you could switch between different colors to get different boosts. It's sort of like Ikaruga, but in a racing sense, and I loved it. I really was hooked on that game, and I really want to play that game when it comes out. They told me that the game is going to be hopefully going to be a launch title. They're just doing some final checks, final testing to see. And if it goes well, then it's going to be a day one launch, and I will be covering Fast RMX. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to look forward to playing that. And the guy who was telling me about this stuff, he was a pretty good person. I loved it, enjoyed it, very nice. Last but not least was Puyo Puyo Tetris. It's basically Puyo Puyo with Tetris. I never played it, but I've seen footage of it. And it's like a little time thing where you play 2 different games at the same time, and you have to actually beat your opponent with said games. It got me interested. I may give this a shot. Who knows? But it makes me wish I played it, because if I did, I would really be scratching my head and trying to figure out what to do. It was fun. But overall, the Switch preview event was a blast. It was an absolute blast, and made it even better that I got to try out the Switch for myself. And it now gives me more of an incentive to get it when it comes out in March. I've already pre-ordered it. You guys know that. But considering that I didn't pre-order any games for the Switch due to finances, I am going to be looking forward to it more and more. You guys know I'm a brand ambassador, and you can tell where this goes, right? But bottom line, the Switch preview event was a blast, and I really, really look forward to the Switch. I played the games. The games are great. I didn't play Just Dance, though, and I'd rather not to for obvious reasons. But overall, amazing. I loved it. Now, if you guys have any questions or anything regarding the games that I played, let me know in the comments, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. This is not much of a video because pretty soon I got to record more of the Pokemon Sun post-game. I got to actually get that finished because it's high time I get it finished and done because Tuesday I start Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Mega Battle. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried my best, but what can you do? And if you did enjoy this, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. If you're subscribed to me, please make sure you click on the notification, like the bell, so that way you'll know when I'll be uploading next. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell. Helps a lot, especially through YouTube BS. And if you want to be more awesome, please be sure to check out my Patreon as well. I look forward to hearing from you guys. That's pretty much it. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out.